What's going on, guys? Welcome to a brand new video here on the channel. Today we're going to be checking out some Plane Accident. It's a new game that I actually just found on Steam. It's actually getting released in about a month or so from now. So this is going to be the demo of it that we were checking out. So there's going to be one basically accident for us to be investigating here. So if you guys are stoked on this, be sure to click that like button in the video, show it some love and support. Let me know if you guys want to see the full game of this when it does release, because this looks like a pretty interesting game, honestly. And also, if you guys are new around here checking this out, be sure to click that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on any videos that I'm posting. But without further ado, let's get right into some investigating. So we've got plane accident demo Goldberg case. So a plane has crashed on the reservation near Carlton. A Beechcraft Sundowner C-23 light aircraft has crashed. The weather conditions were ideal. The pilot, Alfred Goldberg, did not survive. The body has been secured by the appropriate services to discover the cause of the crash. So it looks like, I believe we're going to be loading on in here and seeing what we can get into here, and if we can crack this case wide open with it. But should be pretty interesting. So, like I said, I hope you guys enjoy this fun little game here to check out. Looks pretty good. Hey kid, my name is Anthony, and I know everything about plane crashes. I'll help you during the first day of your work. In the beginning, you have to collect the equipment. Take the backpack from the car's trunk. Okay, so we are going to keep the tutorial on. So we've got, can we... Oh, there we go. Okay, so you're ready to work. Find the wreckage of the plane. So we need to, I'm guessing probably heading over this way. I do apologize, guys. Are we... Okay, I guess we're not going that way. I do apologize. I noticed this game is running a little bit lower of an FPS on my computer. We're running about 40, 50 frames only. So, typically I like to have my games run at least 60 to 80. But I'm sure being a demo, this is probably not very optimized well. It says, one useful tool in our work is the scanner. If you don't know where to go, inspect the area with the drone. Choose it from the accessible equipment. Are we supposed to grab? I don't know what we got. Oh, is this our... Oh, there's our drone right there. Okay. So we can use having the map of the train. You can check zones and detail the search of parts. Choose the option scan for parts. Okay, so we have our map open here now. And we can use this to scan for parts, which I think we're okay on right now. We gotta just find our wreckage. But we've got, you guys can see the bottom center there. We've got, looks like some sort of flag type thing. Maybe like a marker. We got, looks like, I don't even know what, oh, fire extinguisher. That should be interesting. Oh, looks like we got our plane over here. And we also have our camera that we can pull out as well. But holy crap, this is really running very poorly. So I'm sorry about this, guys. Obviously, like I said, this is not doing too well on my computer here. But the wreckage has been found. Mark the crash site. Okay, so looks like we're gonna pull out our flags here. I think we're gonna mark. Okay, I really need to. Sadly, okay, that's running much better there. Sadly, this looks a lot worse. So I'm sorry about that, guys. I know I keep talking about I really need to get a new computer built for us here on the channel. But, oh no. Oh no, we got a fire. No! We don't want that. Okay, we got to pull out our fire extinguisher. And, okay. Well, that was actually pretty easy. So that's good anyway. But let's go ahead and get our flags back out and get this marked the rest of the way out here. Okay. So we got secure evidence now. We got these like stake type things. Looks like. I'm assuming, yep, we're just going to be marking each of our different parts and items that are laying around on the ground. We got some seats here. We got, I don't even know. Oh, is that, can we zoom in at all? That looks like, yeah, that's a whiskey bottle. So that's not a good sign. That's not a great start for us or the pilot. But we've got this stuff here. We've got this part over here. So I think this is where we need our map. We gotta pull this up. So scan for parts. I guess we'll go zone 1 and see... Jesus, that thing is fast. That is really cool. Can we scan for zone 2 right away? And then 3 and 4? I guess we'll just scan everything and make sure we get it all. Looks like we got a couple circles. I'm guessing that those are going to be parts or something popping up. Oh, we got yeah, we got a bunch of stuff over here. Oh, we got... Excuse me. We've got a... looks like a washer type thing here. Can I mark that to get that off the map? No. Okay, we can't mark that to get rid of that off the map, unfortunately. But let's keep heading down over here. Oh, I think I see something over here. Ooh, that is actually a plane part. Looks like a flap or an elevator or something. Let's see here what we got going on over here. But yeah, like I said, this game seems kind of interesting. I mean, I think there's going to be quite a bit to this, honestly, once we get the full game of it. Do we really have a... we got a old Nintendo in here. That's actually pretty cool. But, so we're going to head back up over here. We'll head over to this guy. If we can stop getting stuck on stuff here, that would be awesome. Oh, you know what? I think my mouse cursor was actually going off of my screen that we're playing on. So I think that was what was going on. Why we couldn't actually move there. But let's see here what we got going on with this. Looks like I think I see it up here. We got another washing machine or something. Or no, it's an AC unit. Okay. I'm trying to keep my mouse. Yeah, you guys can see the mouse cursor. I'm trying to keep it on the screen. Here, so we don't end up with it going off the screen again. As mentioned before, the scanner can be wrong at times and point at trash. Try elsewhere. Okay. Okay, here we go. We just found, we got the propeller over here. That's what we were missing, was the last thing. So, we got to prepare the photographic documentation. So every time you have to make the photographic documentation, the blue circles indicate places where they may be things worth documenting. Take the camera and enter the circle. Okay, seems simple enough. So we're going to pull out our handy-dandy camera here. We're going to grab, I guess, a picture of the plane here. Okay, there we go. Seems simple enough. It's probably one from the front. There we go. We'll grab a picture of the propeller sitting here. Let's go ahead and grab, I guess, one from the side here like this. There we go. Simple enough. We've got one up over here. Why? Oh. There we go. Okay, so getting one into the cockpit. Oh, I see the last one over here with this piece sitting on the ground over here. Go ahead and put our camera away just for a moment. So we can move a little bit faster. Then we're going to grab... Oops. We're going to grab this guy right there. Okay, call the technicians. It looks like there's nothing else, nothing more for us here to do. Use the telephone to order transportation of the wreckage to the hangar. It's time to figure out the cause of the crash. Okay, it is time here. Let's pull out our phone, call the technicians. Oh, okay, we're already dialing. Mission accomplished. Go to the hangar and establish the cause of the crash. So it looks like we're going to investigate stuff a little more closely, a little more technical in the confines of our lab versus being out in the open, out in the elements. So this will be interesting here to see what happens with this. I wonder if there's going to be some sort of foul play or something, or if this is just going to be a natural, unfortunate accident. But in the hangar, the real investigation begins. Go to the office part and read the case files lying on the table. Okay. So let's go ahead and... looks like... Oh, here we go. Case files. Place of an incident, Carlton area, outskirts of the Blue Creek Forest Reservation. Type of aircraft, Beechcraft Sundowner C-23. Flight data recorder, none. Flight route, New York to Mount Mary. Number of passengers, 1. Victim, 1. Pilot Alfred Goldberg. Description of event in industrialist Alfred Goldberg. Alfred Goldberg boarded his light aircraft in a hurry and took off in the direction of Mountain Mary. The weather conditions were ideal. The pilot did not report any malfunctions. The machine suddenly lost altitude and crashed on the territory of Blue Creek Forest Reservation. Okay, in the top right corner, the quest will appear. Choose what you want to start with. Okay, yep. That we already knew. So we've got check the flight log. Pilot flight log. Let's see here. So, we got all of our different flights logged in here. Hence why it's in the name. But New York to Mountain St. Mary, weather okay. Mount Mary to New York. We got, so it looks like repeated trips. We got to Boston here too. We've got, so we've got Savannah, New York. Savannah to New York, weather partially cloudy, flight duration 145 minutes. Note the engine slightly stuttered. Let the mechanic, Paul, inspect the matter. Paul's number, okay. Is there anything else? No, that looks like that's going to be it. So we've got to check the testimonies of witnesses. So we got our witnesses right here. So we got our sheriff here. Well, a tragedy's happened. Not much is left of the man. I managed to find out that the people who saw the accident were Helen and Old Bill. Go and ask them. Maybe they'll tell you something more. Okay, so we got, looks like their numbers have been added. We got the other witnesses as well. We got Dr. Queensby. So the cause of pilot's death were the numerous internal injuries caused by the aircraft crashing into the ground. I've excluded the participation of third parties. It's good that such tragedies seldom occur in our area. And then we've got the assistant. My God, what a tragedy! He had found out that Margaret, that is his wife, had gone to their house in the mountains, not alone, but with a lover. Ooh. He wanted to catch them red-handed. I brought him to the airport. He got into the aircraft, and the mechanic named Paul was responsible for the aircraft. Maybe he will know something more about it. Another person worth asking is Mrs. Goldberg. I don't believe this to be an ordinary accident. Ooh. Okay, so we might have some foul play with a little bit of romance going on here. Check the technical documentation. Just what I love to see here. So we got the technical log, plane maintenance record, comprehensive technical review of the aircraft is Aerotech. Replace components, all fluids. Okay. No other malfunctions. No other malfunctions. Replace components. Looks all pretty normal. Propeller replacement reason excess mileage. Honestly, all looks pretty good. Looks like this one has quite a bit to it. No further conversation. Okay, so everything seems pretty good with that. We've got check the photographic documentation. So we got our photos here that I'm assuming that are the ones that we took. Looks like it. Yep. These photos don't add into the case. Ooh, we got the alcohol. Check whether Goldberg's could have been drunk. So we've got to do that then. And then we got, the aileron is far from the wreckage. Yeah, I kind of found that a little odd as well. That was all the way back over there. So we got to call the mechanic, which we got to grab our phone here then. Let's call the mechanic Paul. Mechanic Paul. I've been working with aircrafts for almost 20 years, seven to 8 of which have been with the Goldbergs. When I do things, it's always top notch. I never allow myself any screw-ups. You can check it by making a scan. Okay, so make the scan of the aircraft's surface. So we're gonna call what? So do we need to do the scan here now? And how do we do that? We got our packing stand over here. Oh, we've got our scanner over here. So we're gonna scan the surface, or do we need to call the other witnesses first? I guess it does say call witnesses, so let's see here. There we go. So I think it was it? Yeah, it was Old Bill and Helen. Oh man, I was coming out to throw some grain to them chickens, and here I see this big old plane going right down, black smoke coming out of its tail. Must have been some engine malfunction. I mean, I know. Back in Vietnam, I served in the Air Force. Okay, so send the engine for an examination. And then we've got, I believe it was Helen. I was driving with my kids, and I saw a falling plane. It was flying in a slanted way as if it had trouble staying in the air. Steering. Send the aileron for further inspection. Okay, so place all clues on board. So let's put our phone down here. We've got our clues. I'm assuming that, yep, that's going to be our clues right here. So we're going to go ahead and grab all of these. We've got our different clues with all their connections as to what they are, or as to what they lead to. Okay, so we've got assemble the aircraft, make a scan of the aircraft skin, send the parts for an examination, the engine and aileron, check the contents of the hip flask. Okay. So we got one of the investigation's key elements is putting the wreckage of the plane together. In order to do it, if you have to, take the screwdriver from the tool selection. Remember that the automatic screwdriver needs batteries. Pick up the element of the wreckage and fasten it to the proper place. Once you have assembled the whole plane, remember to make a scan. Good luck. Okay. You guys can also see up in the top left, I just noticed too, so there's different case topics of what could have actually caused this, which you guys can see the different levels of where we're at. So right now we're at engine failure, quite a bit in steering problem. Murder and alcohol, not so much. So we got to assemble our aircraft here, which I guess we're just gonna go. They had mentioned something. Oh, I see. They had mentioned something about a screwdriver, which we've got our power drill here. We've got our batteries, which, oh, there we go. Simple as that. So we've got to put back on all the parts, basically. This is our hatch right here. It's going to go back there. We've got our flap, which I guess we can't put on until we get the wing on, which makes sense. I'm just kind of hoping we're going to be able to just kind of put it on in the air and just have it floating there. But we've got. Oh wait, that's a empty. Yeah, here's our aileron that was off in the distance, in there. As well, we've got a door here. Guess we can do that. We've got a yoke that goes on right there. I just don't know if I can get it. Uh-oh, I might have messed this up. Can I put this back down? Uh-oh. Okay, I can put that back down. Can we? Okay, we can pop that off. I think I need to get the... Oh, these are actually numbered too, so I think these might be the... Well, they're numbered because it's like the... They're numbered because that's like the clue number, but not... But maybe that's part of the order that I just realized. I think we had to put the seats back in first too. Yeah, we got a low battery as well now. So I don't think that... Yeah, I don't think we can actually open up the doors in this. I think that is something that we can't do yet, which... There's probably going to be a few little bugs in this, being the just a demo of it. Obviously, the devs, I'm sure, are still going over all the stuff and going to be making some changes with it. But we should be able to put our drill back here then. I don't think we're going to need this, at least for now. I know we're going to have to send off the aileron, if I can say that, and then the engine. So we're going to pick up our tablet here. We're going to scan our surface. Looks like we can scan for explosions and ice as well. So that's pretty sweet. Okay, so that's going to go ahead and do a scan of the whole surface of the plane. That's pretty cool. All right, so we're going to send the parts off for examination, the engine and aileron. So some parts require additional examination. They need to be sent to a laboratory. In order to do this, use a screwdriver and remove the aileron from the wing of the plane. Take it to the packaging stand and pack it into the cardboard box. Take the package to the courier to the side door. In order to send the engine, you have to remove it from the plane wreckage. In order to do that, use a screwdriver to remove the rotor, remove the engine cover, take out the engine. Okay. So that seems relatively simple enough. So let's go ahead and grab our drill again. We still got our battery already on here. So we're going to pull off... Actually, we're going to put that back on. We're going to pull off the aileron first here. Wait, no, that's... There we go. Jeez, we almost used up this whole battery again just from doing that. Can we just set... Oh, there we go. So we can actually hang on to the box while we're hanging on to the drill. There we go. So we got that sent off. Now we need to pull off the prop here. And let's grab the engine cover. You can set that over there. And then we can grab out our engine, which just needs to go in the box first. I like how we're just carrying a whole plain engine in our hand. Not just slight work. Nothing about it. Nothing weird about that at all. But okay. Let's go ahead and throw that in there. Check the contents of the hip flask. So I guess we probably need to... Oh, what does that say? Health and safety... Oh. Put the tool back. Makes sense. So right now, engine failure is looking a lot bigger as far as that. So... I'm trying to see here how we are supposed to be checking the contents of the flask. Do we need to access something on our computer here? No. Was the flask... Oh, it's right here. Okay. So during the investigation, every substance must be inspected in the laboratory in order to do this. Okay, so we're going to pack this guy on up as well and send it off. There we go. Let's go ahead and put this on in the courier van. Right, there we go. Okay, so we're going to call the witnesses, receive the box and the email with the examination results, hip flask, receive the box. Okay, so we're going to call our 4 witnesses, which we have, I guess the ones that are lit up here are our 4 witnesses. So we're not getting anything from the doctor here. Or do we need to... Okay. So I told you the plane was function of the planes. The last review was at Aerotech. Mr. Goldberg brought the plane back or Mrs. Goldberg brought the plane back herself. Is the wife a pilot? Of course. It was her who usually flew the plane to the mountains. Oh, okay. So the wife is a pilot too. Aerotech's phone number has been added. Okay, so that's interesting. That's our... So we've got Mrs. Goldberg here. Oh, well, a violent life and a violent death. He was always a ticking time bomb. I never knew when he would explode and start another fight. I had wanted to break up for a long time, but my husband didn't want to give me a divorce. How did we meet? Ironically, many years ago, we met at an aero club. Okay. So confirm the report of the assistant. So that's interesting that she wanted a divorce and he wouldn't give it to her. And it sounded like he's kind of maybe abusive. I don't know. Things had been sour between the Goldbergs for a long time since she wanted a divorce, and he would say it would only be over his dead body. It was about their common property, $1 million for some time. Mrs. Goldberg would take the plane and look for some peace and quiet in the mountains. It's very suspicious that this time she did not take the plane. Check why the wife did not take the plane. Okay. So, I guess we're gonna leave her a message. Not getting anything from there, so we've got Aerotech. Let's give Aerotech a call here. Aerotech, can I help you? Did we take care of Mr. Goldberg's plane? Yes, as far as I can remember, Mrs. Goldberg brought it in here personally about a year ago. It looked all good in the papers. Maybe Jim, who conducted the inspection, will be able to tell you something more. Unfortunately, he's not at work today, but please try reaching him on his cell phone. Okay, so Mechanic Jim's been added to our phone book as well. So we got no answer from him yet. So looks like we need to receive the box and the email with the examination results. Do we need to probably receive the box first, I guess? So let's go ahead and, I guess, go over here to the van. What, oh, yeah, we're going to put, I guess that makes sense. We're going to put it, okay. You've received an email. Now you have to approach your desk, turn on the computer. You can receive okay. So I'm assuming, yep, we're going to be putting this back then. Right there. We got some more case files here. There's some more information that we can get added in. We got the wife circled for murder here. That's lovely. We got our inbox from the chemical lab. Has conducted an analysis. We confirm that there is a 15-year-old Scotch whiskey. Yeah, I can't even speak. Scotch whiskey inside. Cheers, the chem lab. Okay, so call Dr. Quinsby for additional opinion. So we need to call Dr. Quinsby. Was there whiskey in the hip flask? I recommend a blood test to check whether Goldberg was piloting under the influence of alcohol. Okay, so we need to order a blood test then. So let's, I guess, oops. I guess we probably can do that right away. Can we, oh, there we go. So there we go. Please carry out a blood test of the late Mr. Goldberg for the presence of alcohol. Please send the results via email. Thank you. With kind regards. Okay, so we need to receive the other 2 boxes in. What you guys can see up in the top left as well. Look at the bars. Murder's up on top there right now. Getting interesting. Let's. I'm really eager to see what's going to happen with this. So we've got our engine back here, which I'm just going to throw it off to the side here. I don't think we need it back in. So let's go ahead and grab the last box here. And get this set right over here. Okay, we got the aileron then. Let's go ahead and, I guess, just set this down over here right now. We don't really need to reassemble the plane, I don't believe. So let's, we got another email here. Yep, we already got, receive the box. We've got, so we got from the chemical lab. So that, yep, we already saw that one. Have conducting a series of tests. We've found no technical malfunctions during the crash. The engine was operational. Thank you, the Mechanics Institute. And then we've got from the aerodynamics department, we've checked the aileron, and the preliminary analysis showed that the aileron could have fallen off before hitting the ground. We suspect it to be the fault of the applied mounting screws. We recommend further examination of the screws. With kind regards, the aerodynamics department. Okay, so we need to get some more pictures here to put up. So it is not the engine at all. And obviously the aileron fell off before the plane actually had landed. So that's kind of a given on that. But I think, yep, we can actually mark things off here. So the engine was good with that. So we can X out with that. The rest of this is still kind of all up in the air. So let's, we have to unscrew the bolts, take it around and put it on the special tool stand. Now use a screwdriver. Okay. So we need to grab the aileron and put it on the special tool stand, which, yep, it's going to be right over here. So let's go ahead and grab... Oh, there we go. Oh, we got the screws right here. So I'm assuming that we can just set this right back down here. Assuming these are just going to go into a box as well, like before. Go ahead and grab this and get this dropped off. And get these sent off for examination. Thank you, courier van. Place all clues on the board. We got one more to place here. So we got the screws. All right, so we got to call the witnesses. We got 2 of them. Receive the email with the examination for the blood results, and then the bolts as well. So we don't have the email yet. So let's go ahead and call the witnesses, which I guess we have Mechanic Jim. Oh, yep, here's one. So hello, yeah, I was the one that made the last inspection. Well, I mean, in general, it was all good. The aileron didn't touch it. If it was replaced, it must have been done earlier, and not in our place. Mrs. Goldberg, the blonde one, pretty hot for her age. By the way, did I talk to her? Nah, I'm kind of shy with women. All right, check the technical documentary when the aileron was serviced. So we need to do that. And then, I guess, yeah, Mrs. Goldberg. I'd want to see him. I'd wanted to leave him for a long time, but he wouldn't grant me a divorce. It would have been too shameful for him. Why didn't I take the plane to the mountains that day? I took the car and visited my lawyer. Okay, sure. I mean, maybe you did visit your lawyer, but you have a little more going on with him. on the way in order to file the divorce anyway. You can check it. You suggested it was me who caused the incident. That's ludicrous. All right, we got an email. We need to check our... oh, there we go. No, we did not see this one yet. The blood test of the deceased man indicated an alcohol level of about 2-03. Such an amount did not help with the piloting, but certainly did not have a significant effect on the crash. With kind regards to the morgue lab. Okay, so he did have some alcohol in his system, but they're saying that it wasn't... did we receive a email yet? I think I'm gonna grab the bolts quick since we're already out here, I guess. But they're saying that they don't think that it was the primary cause of it. So where can we... do we just need to set these back down over here, I guess? There we go. Okay. So let's check the email real quick. We've got the delivered screws have been made from poor quality steel and had no required attestations. Such screws should never be used in aircrafts, which all the parts must endure exceptionally difficult operation conditions. Regards, Mechanics Institute. So the screws are what caused the aileron to fall off. Then it's sounding like. So, but who's the one that did the screws? We got to check the log here. Still, yep. Who changed the screws? So let's check when the aileron was serviced. Or that's the flight log. What am I doing? Let's go back on that. It is technical log, I believe. So let's see here. When was the aileron serviced? No, it wasn't there. Ah, there we go. Servicing and flycraft. So servicing and flycraft. Flycraft is the one that did then. Replacement of ailerons in both wings. Fixing the altimeter. Conversation of the yoke. Replacement of all... or conservation of the... yeah, conservation of the yoke. Replacement of all position and signal lights. After the replacements, the aircraft underwent a review. At present requires no further conservation. Okay. So Flycraft's telephone number has been added. So we have to call our new witnesses, or our new witness. One of them. So we've got Flycraft here. So Goldberg's plane inspection. Please give me a moment. I'll check. The plane was brought by Mr. Goldberg. Personally, it was about 3 years ago. We made the inspection and replaced the aileron, among other things. Young Tom was taking care of it. I'll give you his phone number, and maybe he'll be able to tell you something more. Okay, so we have young Tom's number. We're going to try calling the lawyer as well. So I can confirm that on this feral day, Mrs. Goldberg arrived at my office, and we took care of her divorce papers. Yeah, I'm sure that's all you took care of. The proof. If there's a need, I can provide the modern footage from the office's reception hall. What about in your office there, sir? Mr. Lawyer? But anyways, okay, so let's call young Tom here. Goldberg's plane, I remember it well. This Goldberg guy kept on screaming that he wanted it all to go faster, an exceptionally unpleasant character. If I wasn't at work, I'd punch him I'd punch his face in. The aileron, yes, I replaced it. The problem with the screws, I've got no idea. I ordered the screws at All Stuff Inc. Yeah, I can send them the order. Okay, so we have an order that or the order confirmation, I'm guessing, that he sent over to us. So let's see here. So, dear Tom from Flycraft, we received your order for the universal screws. The expected delivery time is 4 days. Thank you for shopping at All Inc. With kind regards, Leo Chen? Okay, so we have to send the email with the test results of the bolts to All Stuff. So we're going to go outbox to All Stuff here. Have you sold screws to Flycraft in the past? I have the test results attached that the bolts do not have the required approvals. I would be grateful for an explanation. Best regards. Okay, so wait for an email from All Stuff. I'm sure that they will send one back here soon, but okay. Looks like we just received the email back. So let's go to All Stuff. We have indeed sold such screws, but it was clearly stated in the advertisement that they had no attestation. Since they are a collector's item, I'm attaching the screen from our shop as proof. Regards, Luchen, All Staff Inc. Okay, so we have to call Tom again here. So it looks like they had no place being on an aircraft. that's actually flying. So, oh, I knew it would come back to bite us. These screws, Goldberg kept screaming he was in a hurry and that he would have to have the plane ready right that moment. Unfortunately, there was no aileron screws anywhere, missing stock, I'm sure. I was sick and tired of that guy, and the fact that he kept screaming at me, I wanted him off my back. So I ordered replacements for the screws on the internet. They said there was no difference from the originals. I was young and stupid. I definitely wouldn't do that now, believe me. Okay, so, well, young Tom, you got someone killed, unfortunately. So establish the cause of the accident on the board. So it looks like we're going to make our final analysis here. So we've checked all the clues. Now we have to properly establish the cause of the crash. At the end of every clue on the board, mark an X if the clue was false and a V if it was real, a real cause of the event. Click on the clue. Good job. You'll manage the next cases too. I have to take care of other crashes. Goodbye. Okay, thank you, sir. Okay, so the alcohol was not part of it, for at least what they're telling us. So, I mean, where is young Tom here? I don't know. I mean, murder's looking pretty good here. Oh, we got another thing here. There we go. So alibi confirmed. We were just missing a couple things here. Yeah, so young Tom was the missing pieces to the puzzle with that. So we have the assistant. No. Yep, so it was a steering problem then. We are basically taking it all the way back from here, going down here, and ended up at young Tom is our cause. So, explanation of the cause of the crash. Helen saw a plane flying in a slanted manner which had lost controllability. The cause has been the aileron, which got detached from the wing. This was caused by a fracture in the bolts. Fastening the aileron, the bolts did not have the right attestation. They shouldn't have been used in the aircraft. Young Tom, the mechanic, had used uncertified bolts in order to fill Goldberg's unrealistic expectations as quickly as possible. This rush turned out to have faithful consequences. So unfortunately, I mean, it is a mechanic's fault. But unfortunately, he was being rushed and pressured and pushed by Mr. Goldberg. He was kind of being a dick to him, I guess, it seems like. And unfortunately, now he's paying the price for both of them. Young Tom has been accused of dereliction of duty and negligent homicide and might be facing up to 8 years in prison. The interesting thing is that Mrs. Goldberg has paid for Tom's attorney from her own resources. She claims that her husband was a raging nutcase who would force others to obey him, so it wasn't the boy's fault that he wanted to fill Goldberg's absurd demands as quickly as possible. I mean, I can understand that a little bit, and she's got some money now that came in from his death. But Mrs. Goldberg inherited all the family fortune after her husband's death, which was $1 million, if you guys remember. $1 million. But she decided to permanently move to the mountains and settle down with her new partner. She hired her attorney to run the company. Yeah, probably the attorney, her partner. The assistant was immediately fired by Mrs. Goldberg due to baseless accusations. The boy did not receive positive letters of recommendation. It has been having trouble finding work for a while now. Well, I mean, he's probably not wrong. But, okay, so that is going to be the end of this demo here. So, the life of the remaining people hasn't changed significantly. Still, the crash will remain in their memory for a long time. But this definitely was a fun game, for sure. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you guys want to see the full game of this when it does come out, because I definitely enjoyed playing this, and there's quite a bit to hit. So, if you guys did enjoy this, be sure to leave a like rating on the video. Show it some love and support. Also, leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think, and if you guys want to see more of this when the full game releases. Like I said, it's later. It's right about a month from now releases. So let me know if you guys want to see that, and I'll be happy to play it here in the channel for you guys to enjoy. So thank you all very much. Be sure to click that subscribe button if you guys are new around here checking this out, and catch y'all next time. Peace out.